Okay, let's do it. In fact, as we go right to it, you see on our 7-day forecast what you need to know. Today you see the afternoon where we're in the red. That's for the heat, and there will be a round of storms, but really it's the calm ahead of the storm today. Notice we go from a 60% chance of just a round of hit and miss showers and storms, a more typical summer day with that high of 92, to a 100% chance of rain. Yes, we're talking about not if, but when this system's coming. It looks like throughout the day tomorrow into Monday. So that's why we have a weather impact alert day Sunday and at least for the first half of Monday. Okay, this storm will slow down, it looks like, what will be at least Tropical Storm Nicole as we head into tomorrow and Monday. And notice the temperature's cooler with all the rain. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we'll start to see some improving conditions. But let's talk about that weather impact alert. Today's the day to finish those preparations because it looks like tomorrow we wake up and I think the first bands of some ugly bands of rain start to move in by 8 a.m. to the south of Tampa and then moving up into Hillsborough and Pinellas County as we head toward 10 a.m. and late morning, early afternoon. Impact, it's the rain and the storm surge with this. Okay, yeah, we'll have some gusty winds, but rain totals of 6 to 10 inches or more. Okay, especially along the coastal areas, and then that storm surge of 2 to 4 feet. No evacuations at this time based on the track, and hopefully we can keep it that way. But again, in those flood-prone areas, 2 to 4 foot surge is a big deal. Okay, so some folks that know what that does in their areas, in those flood-prone areas, may have to, in fact, go to a safer spot. And then as we look at our needs, we have to finish the preps and keep checking back for some updates. Now we take a look at the latest track, a tropical depression now, but notice the problem is the center goes over the warm waters as we head into this afternoon and tonight when it will pick up some steam and become a tropical storm. Hurricane Center still has it with 70-mile-per-hour winds at landfall. Strong tropical storm or maybe even a Cat 1 at this point as we go into late Sunday night, Monday morning with that landfall right around the Big Bend of Florida, just north it looks like of Horseshoe Beach. Okay, so unfortunately some of the areas that got hit during Idalia could see some big impacts again where there are hurricane watches in that area. And then the problem is, notice how it just kind of starts to slow down as we go into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, still with us even late next week in the Carolinas, and that is not good news. So we look at all the models. I know we're trying to wish this storm away, but unfortunately a good consensus that it's heading just to the west of Tampa by about 90 miles and then heading up toward that Big Bend before recurving. So right now, today we're watching some of the heaviest bands from the Keys south. And yes, we could see a round of a few showers not associated with this tropical system. And you can notice the latest on the center still over Cuba, but it's starting to make that turn to the north. And that'll be the big problem as we head through today as it starts to intensify over those warm waters. The big deal, again, is the rainfall. So wherever you see the yellow, even the oranges, these are areas that could just be inundated with lots of water. So as we zoom in from Tampa up into northeast Florida, we're talking at least 6 to 10 inches plus of rain, heaviest along the coast. But notice even I-75 getting in on some of that flooding up to Interstate 10, and that includes all of the First Coast and northeast Florida and up into the Carolinas and Georgia included. As we look at the winds, not the huge deal, but again, we could have some gusty winds. Most of the wind, though, and the highest winds will stay just offshore. But with that said, we could still see some stronger bands of rain and maybe even some isolated severe weather that could give us some power outages. So that severe weather threat would increase by tomorrow afternoon, and we'll keep an eye on it as we go into time. Right now, you can see the highest winds just staying just off to the west of Tampa. 7-day forecast one more time, keeping you informed, prepared, connected, and calm as things go downhill quickly by tomorrow morning.